Hey my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. I'm the Ollivander, and in this video we are going to be having a look at Lil Nas X. I see that he's trying to get back into music, and I don't know, something about that just made me want to dig a little deeper into him and what's happening now. Excuse me. Thank you to everybody who's been supporting the channel, submitting your guys' video requests. I'm going to attend to all of them next week. This week has just been very chaotic and very busy for me. However, next week will definitely be a lot better. So I just want to get a few videos out there because I've only posted once this week. So yeah, I'm planning properly and I'm going to start recording next week's videos very soon. So that's when I'm going to do as many video requests as possible, and I'm so grateful to you guys because my channel is still small. So the fact that so many people are sending requests, it means the world to me. Please make sure you do all the good YouTube things, like, share, comment, subscribe. And a disclaimer that everything we are going to talk about in this video is for entertainment purposes only, and it is all alleged. Is there anything else? Oh yes, private reading special does end on the last day of this month. So if you're interested in that, you can just contact me on my link and we can do that. All right, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, what do you guys want to share with us about Lil Nas X? What's happening with him and music? Okay. Okay, so he's trying to go through a rebrand. They're making him go through a rebrand that he doesn't really want to do and get to, but it's kind of like his career seems to be very controlled. So any and everything that he does is because he is being told to do those things. So it's like, this is what you're gonna do if you want to keep doing music, because most of his career was very controlled and very monitored and directed by certain people. So a lot of the music that he released, apart from his very first single, Old Town Road, apart from that, everything else that he has released hasn't been working. And that, no, hasn't been working, was not because of him, and that's why it hasn't been working, because he has allowed the industry to have control over his career. And it's kind of like, okay, that's why it hasn't been working, because they're not letting him do what he wants to do. And this is nothing new. We've heard celebrities talk about this all the time, that, you know, the company wants what they want and they want something else, but because you signed contracts and you've done whatever, that you kind of have no control over what happens. Okay, so personally, he hasn't been doing okay either. But in terms of what? Okay, so he has been in hibernation. We do know that. Okay, so he's been in hibernation because of the industry stuff and a lot of the industry things that haven't been working out in his favor. And that's why he just decided, you know what, maybe I should take a step back and try to figure things out on my own. I believe he was young when he got into the industry, so he kind of went into it with a lot of happiness, with a lot of zeal and zest, and he just thought, oh my gosh, all my dreams are gonna come true, until he realized that not everything that glitters is gold. But the thing is with the industry, and what I've noticed is, when you get into it so young, I feel like it's the perfect time, because they get you at a point where you can't really back out. You know what I mean? You get to an age where it's like, this is all I know, this is all I've known, so what am I going to start doing now? And I think that that's a very great tactic that they use to manipulate and control these young artists, because there are artists who completely step out of the limelight and they get regular jobs. They go to college, they finish school, they live quote unquote normal lives. So I think that's a brilliant tactic that the industry uses in order to get people to bow down to them, as we can put it. I don't know if there's a maternal figure of his that is passed on, like a mother or something, in his most recently, that he is missing a lot. I think it's a grandmother that he's missing a lot. Okay, we have a tower moment that's coming up fast. So, all right, he might be one of the celebrities that are gonna be facing certain court cases by people who claim to be victims. And for him, that I am getting younger boys, and that's what's gonna end his career. Yeah. So that is what's gonna end his career. Okay, let's get a few. I feel like I need a bigger table. Let's get a few oracles. Okay, so he is gonna do well, whatever change of music he's going through now, he is gonna do well in that. Okay, bring love into the situation. He might also have a public relationship, but I'm seeing that there's gonna be a music video about him getting married, but it won't be a real marriage. It's just gonna be a music video. Can we get a few more of those, please? 2 more oracles for this reading. Okay, time to give rather than to take. So he stepped out of his hermit. Excuse me. He stepped out of his hermit mode too quickly. Excuse me. Whew. Why am I getting hiccups? He stepped out of it too quickly. Believe in the impossible. A win-win situation is in focus. Okay, so he's gonna win this court case here that we see. Whatever it is, he's gonna win the court case. So I don't know. They've kind of sold him some dreams about this is gonna work, this is gonna be great, and we're gonna hear about it in interviews. Maybe in like the next 2 years or so, we're gonna hear about it in interviews, but it's gonna come off as very, you're gonna have to read between the lines, and he's not going to say certain things explicitly because he can't really say a lot of things explicitly because of the contracts that he signed and but yeah, he stepped out of he stepped out of his hermit mode too quickly, out of isolation too quickly. He actually did need a bit more time, which concerns me, because if you step out of isolation before it's time, then that means you are going to screw up a lot of things, because you are not yet in the frame of mind to actually receive the things that you need to receive. You are going to mess up a lot of things and connections because you're not at a place where you should be for these things to come into your life. You know what I mean? So this worries me just a little bit because okay, let's get a few more cards. Okay, so he is gonna be fine in terms of his career, but it is gonna take a dip. It is gonna take a dip, but he will end up being okay, because these are really good cards. So after that, whatever happens, he might take another step back and just kind of decide that he no longer wants to play the industry games. He might just end up being like, you know what, I'm gonna do what I want to do the way I want to do it. And that's when we're gonna get real authentic music, and we're gonna actually hear him for who he is and hear his music for what it truly is and what he wants to put out. But it's gonna be a journey for him. It is gonna be a journey. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. He's gonna start working intuitively. So okay, I get it now. So you have to die to be born again, and that's what this is. It's a death that needs to happen within himself in order for him to get to this beauty over here. Okay, this was very lovely, very cute. I was expecting very dark, super hectic things, but they're not as hectic as I thought it was. But anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Thank you for the support once again. Make sure you are subscribed. Make sure that you've liked, shared, and left a comment. Let me know who else you'd like me to talk about. And please, I have noted your suggestions down, and I will get to every single one of them, I promise you. What else am I missing? Yes, disclaimer one more time, that everything I said in this video is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.